let f from 1, 3, 4 to 1, 2, 5 and g from 1, 2, 5 to 1, 3 be given by, the meaning is f of 1 is 2, f of 3 is 5 and f of 4 is 1. Okay, and g is 1, 3. So here this is your g. That means g of 1 is 3, g of 2 is 3 and g of 5 is 1. They are asking you to find out what is decomposition f. Okay, so when you write like this, then it is very easy. Decomposition f will be from where to where? Decomposition f starts from f. Okay, so the first set or the domain set will act as 1, 3, 4 and it will reach 1, 2, 5. Then you will be applying g here. So from 1, 2, 5 it will start and it will reach 1, 3. So the ending set or your codomain will act as 1, 3. Okay, now तो आपको पता लग जाएगा कि कौन कौन से एलिमेंट का decomposition है फाइंड आउट करना है. So you need to find out decomposition of 1, which is according to the definition g of f of 1, and this f of 1 is what? 2. We'll get g of 2, and what is g of 2? G of 2 is 3. So this is the thing. Now next, decomposition f of कौन सा element? 3, and here you'll get g of f of 3. G of f of 3 is 5. And what is g of 5? See, 1. Decomposition f of next last element, which is 4, which is g of f of 4. What is f of 4? 1. So we get g of 1 and which is 3. So in general or at last, you will write decomposition like f is written like this and g is written like this. So we will write decomposition f also in this form. That is ordered pair करके लिखना है. Decomposition f of 1 is 3 means decomposition f is equal to ordered pair 1, 3. Decomposition f of 3 is 1 means it is 3, 1. 3 is taken to 1. Then 4, 3. Understood? Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Next one is second one. F, G, H are functions from R to R. Show that F plus G composition H is equal to F composition H plus G composition H. That means actually a distributive law like addition and composition का distribution हुआ है. So F composition H plus G composition. Now how you will prove? You have to take a general element and then solve it both the sides separately. So we will start with let x belongs to, like that you have to take. So when you are starting with here, everything is from R to R. F is from R to R, G is from R to R, and H is from R to R. So the element which you are taking will also be from R. Okay. So you need not actually specify कि कौन से में से हो because सबका set same है. So you can just say that x belongs to R. Actually it will be from, यहाँ पे सबसे पहले हम apply करने वाले H हैं. So H का जो domain होगा वहां से होगा वो element. यहाँ पे सब same है इसलिए R. ठीक है, दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं. Okay, now we are starting with F plus G composition H of X. Since it is a general element, if we are proving or if we are getting something, that will be true for all elements in your R. Okay, now this will be expanded like, so ये एक element, sorry, एक function consider करो, this is another function. So it is actually the composition of two functions. And how you are defining the composition, it will be this of H of X, right? So this means this is your F plus G of X, H of X. Like this it will come after applying the composition, right? Now this can be written as, कैसे लिख सकते हैं इसको? Plus को separate लिख सकते हैं हम. So that is आपके पास अगर F plus G of X हो, तो हम उसको F of X plus G of X लिख सकते हैं, right? Understood? So here also we are doing the same thing. That is, we are taking F of H of X plus G of H of X. Okay. Now, when you write like this, when this is a combination, that is, it is a composition of F and H. So you can write this as F composition H of X, right? अगर ऐसा दिया होता तो you will write like this. So we are just rewriting opposite direction लिख रहे हैं. Here you will get again, this is your G composition H of. Now this X in common can be taken out, so you will get F composition H plus G composition H of X. From where you started, F plus G composition H of X, and you reach F composition H plus G composition H of X. That means this is true for all X. Since this statement is true for all X, you can see that F plus G composition H is equal to F composition H plus G composition. Okay, this is your first part. Is this clear? We move on to the second one. Okay. Second one is F into G composition H, that is F dot G composition H is equal to F composition H dot G composition. Again, it is distributed over multiplication over composition. Distribution of multiplication, composition over multiplication, like this. Okay. So what you are getting, F dot G, again X belongs to R लेकर start कर रहे हैं. F composition G, sorry, F dot G composition H of X से start कर. Will give you again, take this as one function, this is another. So you will apply first composition here, you will get F dot G of H of X. Now again dot, so you can just separately give both as F of H of X dot G of H of X. So here again you will get, this is actually composition of F and G is separate. Okay. Composition H of X dot G composition H of X. Now again you can take out the X in common, so you get F composition H dot G composition H of X. We have started with F dot G composition H of X for any general X in R, and you have reached F composition H dot G composition H of X. Therefore, F dot G composition H is equal to F composition H dot G composition. Okay. Is it clear? Third one. Third is you have to find both G composition F and F composition G. This type of problem normally is asked for 1 or 2 marks. First subdivision is F of X is mod X and G of X is mod of 5X minus 2. Okay. So for this, first we will start with what is G composition F. So when we start, we will write like G composition F of X is equal to, then only we can apply the composition. So G of F of X by definition. Again, this is equal to, what is F of X? It is mod X. We will replace it with mod X. Now, if it was G of X, you will get mod of 5X minus 2. That means this X is coming here. So instead of X, whatever you have to replace at that place. That means the answer of G of X will become as mod of 5 into X की जगह यहाँ पे क्या है? Mod X. So 5 into mod X minus 2. This will be your answer for G composition F of X. Now you need to find out what is F composition G of X. And this will show that in general you don't have your F composition G and G composition F to be equal. Okay. This is according to the definition. F of G of X. Now what is G of X? It is mod of 5X minus 2. The definition we have replaced here. Now if it was F of X, you will get mod of that term. See, F of जो है वो mod के अंदर आ रहा है. So here if you have f of mod of 5x minus 2, you will have a mod. Inside that, you will write this term which you have got. So this is mod of 5x minus 2. And mod of दो बार डालने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, so that is same as your एक बार में ही वो पॉजिटिव हो चुका है. So this is your answer for your f composition g of x. You see the g composition f and composition g are different. Because अगर ये नेगेटिव होता तो यहाँ वो पॉजिटिव बन जाता, यहाँ पर वो पॉजिटिव नहीं बन रहा है, वैसे ही रहे. Understood? Your answer both are different actually. Clear? What is the second part? Second part is f of x is equal to 8x cube and g of x is x raised to 1 by 3. So here you will get eight x cube and g of x as x raised to 1 by 3. Okay. You start with again g composition f of x equal to g of f of x. G of f of x is 8x cube. 8x cube. So for that, what you'll get, see, when you have g of x raised to 1 by 3, it is x raised to 1 by 3. Now, if you have g of whatever it is, that whole raised to 1 by 3 to be your answer. So here you'll get 8x cube, the whole raised to 1. That means what is this? AB the whole raised to whatever you have. It is a raised to n into b raised to n. So here you can apply as 8 raised to 1 by 3 into x raised to 3, the whole raised to 1 by 3. This will give you 2. This will give you power multiply and see a raised to m, the whole raised to n is a raised to mn. So when you multiply, you get 3 cancelled and you will get. So the answer is 2x. Okay. Now if you are starting with f composition g of x, it will be f of g of x. Again, what is g of x? It is x raised to 1 by 3. X raised to 1 by 3. Now what you have as f of x? It is 8x cube. That means x is coming here. 8 into something, the whole raised to 3. So that something is acting as x raised to 1 by 3 here. So you will get 8 into, instead of x you will write x raised to 1 by 3, the whole raised to 3. Got it? So you will get 8 into, this is x raised to 1 by 3 into 3, which is x. So the composition f is giving you 2x and f composition g is giving you 8x. That means both are not equal. Is it clear? Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next we'll go for fourth one. If f of x is 4x plus 3 divided by 6x minus 4 with x not equal to 2 by 3. Now, when you substitute the value of x as 2 by 3, this denominator should not be 0. That's why they are giving you this condition. Okay. Because this will give you 6, 2 by 3 means it will become 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So denominator 0 होने के chances है जब x का value 2 by 3 होगा. So that's why we are deleting this x equal to 2 by 3 from this one. Okay. Function doesn't have that value. And you have to show that f composition f of x. F composition f of x is giving you x. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? F composition f is equal to I है. ठीक है, आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स है. या यहाँ जो एलिमेंट लेते हैं वही एलिमेंट अगर लास्ट में पहुंचते हैं तो उसका मतलब है आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स है. या one is the inverse of the other actually. तो यहाँ पे we are starting with what is f composition f of x. Definition is f of x. Now again, what is f of x that we will replace here? So we will get here 4x plus 3 divided by 6x minus. Now again, if it was f of x, have this. जहाँ x है, वहाँ you will replace with this term totally. So you'll get 4 into this total term plus 3 divided by 6 into the term minus. Okay. Here the term is 4x plus 3 by 6x minus. 4x plus 3 by 6x. After taking LCM and solving, you will get this is your 16x plus 12 plus 18x minus 12, right? Divided by denominator will get cancelled after taking the LCM. So I'm now writing that. Here again you will get 24x plus 18 minus 4 into. So minus 24x minus plus 16. Like this. Here your 12 will get cancelled. Here 24 getting cancelled. 16 plus 18. 14, 34 are 34x. And here also you are getting 34. That means you are getting x. So you have shown that f composition f of x is x. Now what is the inverse of f? Since you have got f composition f of x is equal to x for any x in the set. यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं बोल रहे means वो r है, ठीक है? वो r है and that x is not equal to 2/3 also with this condition. Nothing is mentioned about the set, you have to take it as real number set. So since you are getting this condition for any x, you can say that f composition f will be I, right? F composition f is I, again you can say that is r, from r to r like that. तो यहाँ पे वो relevant नहीं है क्योंकि f कहाँ से कहाँ है ये बताया नहीं है उन्होंने. Anyway, it will be acting as r, ठीक है? F composition f I होगा, so you can say that one is the inverse of the other. That means this is the meaning. You will take the inverse of f, you will get f. So f inverse is f, or you can say f is the inverse of f. तो क्या हुआ inverse? यही है. f inverse of x डालोगे तब भी यही है. या फिर आप उसको y के टर्म्स में भी लिख सकते हो. You say f inverse y, because normally हम g को f inverse बोलते हैं, तो हम g of y लिखते हैं. But what you need to do is ये जो वेरिएबल है सिर्फ उसको रिप्लेस करना पड़ेगा. g of y की जगह आप f inverse y बोल सकते हो. f inverse of y is equal to 4y plus 3y 6y minus 4. Like this also you can represent, or else you can take the same thing. यहाँ पे f inverse x लिखना. Therefore f inverse x is 4x plus 3 by 6. F is the inverse of. Okay. Understood? Next question. For fifth one, can you do fifth one, because you have to just check whether it is 1, 1 and onto, and you have to say whether inverse exists or not. जैसे आपने अभी example में देखा था, example number last one 28. Similarly, you have to go for your fifth one. In your first one, you see f is from fifth one 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10. So this set is containing only 10. Your f. Now, when I say the function defined is 1, 10, 1 to 10, 2 to 10, 3 to 10, 4 to 10, because only one element is there. So is it a function? Yes, it is, because all the elements in the domain are taking part. Now you have to go for whether it is 1, 1. Is it 1, 1? Is it on 2?
Yes, ma'am.
It is 1, 1?
No, ma'am.
Is it on 2?
Ma'am, it is not 1, 1.
It is? क्या बोल रहे हो? सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. It is?
1, 1 नहीं है.
Not 1, 1. Not 1, 1. Is it on 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is on. But since it is not 1, 1, f inverse does not exist. Okay. So you don't have any inverse for this function. F inverse does not exist. Clear? Why? Because it is not 1, 1. Clear? Bijective function नहीं होगा. Bijective function नहीं होगा तो invertible भी नहीं होगा. So inverse does not exist. Clear? For the second part, G 5, 6, 7, 8 to 1, 2, 3, 4. ऐसे ड्रॉ आप करके देखो. ये नहीं बोल रही हूँ मैं, आपको जल्दी समझ में आने के लिए कर रही हूँ, ठीक है? You need not draw like this. 5 to 4, 6 to 3, 7 to 4, and 8 to 2. Is it 1, 1? Is this function 1, 1?
No, ma'am.
No, because to 4 you have two elements, that is 5 and 8 both have 5 and 7. 5 and 7 both have their image as 4. Therefore, it is not 1 1. Is it on 2?
No, ma'am.
No. Why? Because 1 is not having any image.
One is fine.
1 is not participating, so you can say that it is not on 2 also. Therefore, its inverse also does not exist. For the second part, also your inverse does not exist. Now, for the third part, H is from 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. From 2 it is to 7, 3, 9, 4, 11, 5, 13. Is it 1 1?
Yes, ma'am.
On 2?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is. Therefore it is invertible, or its inverse exists, bijective. Okay. Third one clear? Since it is both 1 1 and on 2, it is invertible. Next question, sixth one. Show that F.
कल कंटिन्यू करें?
Okay, okay. Okay, then stopping. Okay. Just go through today's. I have sent. आज का देखते हैं, बहुत टाइम लगता है ना, ये पूरा क्लास उसमें होने में बहुत टाइम लग रहा है, इसीलिए. ठीक है, सॉरी.